Hi friends, welcome back. In the previous section, we discussed all about beams and bricks and plates. And the next section, the part 4 that we are going to discuss today is another component, or another very important component of our kit is called as the axle that you can see here. And you can see there are different sizes of axle. And what are axles? Axles are nothing but rods, thin rods or beams which passes through wheels. And a very common example of axle used in an everyday application is the car, which holds the wheels at the either ends. So we will learn all about axles because this is going to play a very important role in major constructions in our kit. So let's all learn about axles. Now, as you can see, we have a variety of axles and we have a different size of axles. But how do we know which size is which? So I am going to show you how to measure an axle here. So our beam here, the longest beam in our kit, which is a 16 beam, can act as a scale every time when we need to measure an axle. For instance, I have picked this axle and I don't know the size of this axle. So how am I going to measure it? So I am going to put one end of the axle on one head and I'm going to leave it on the beam and I'm going to see how much head does it cover. This covers 12 heads. So this is a 12 axle. So for another instance, let me pick out another axle and just put it on one end of the beam and see how many head does it cover. In this case, it covers exactly 3 heads. So this is a 3 axle. So our beam is going to be the scale every time if we need for measuring an axle. So again, I pick an axle from my kit and I leave one end on the one beam. I leave one end on the bump and I see how many head it covers. So here you can see it covers 8 heads. So this is an 8 axle and so on. So I guess the axle point is now clear to all of us. Thank you very much. We'll come back for a new section.